Hello students, welcome again our online classes. Yes, today we will learn about colonialism and tribal societies. This is your chapter 4 in history. Okay? In this chapter we learn the tribal people, colonialism and the tribals, the Santhal rebellion, the Birsa Munda revolts and tribal revolts in northeast. Okay? Yeah, students, humans started living in clusters so that they get mutual support and assistance for safeguarding themselves and against wild animals. They lived in thick jungle gradually with the gaining of knowledge about crops. They started shifting to the rivers, valley and basins. However, some people are now termed as tribal, choose to remain in the difficult land and did not adopt to changes as fact as the others. Okay, this happened partly because they were not exposed to technological advancement and they continue to survive in comparatively primitive ways. In this chapter, we shall study about tribals' life in India and the impact of British colonial rule on them. Okay? Yeah, students, the tribal people lived in jungles. People who did not form part of a arrangement or industrial societies in developed area came to the known as tribals. Okay, in Hindi they are commonly called Adivashi, a word which is coined by combining the word Adi, which means old times, and Vasi, which means inhabitants. Okay, they lived in difficult remnants away from the towns and cities and therefore continued with their old custom, traditions and religious beliefs. The tribals did not come under any caste hereditary and they had their own distinct social, cultural and economic practice. Okay. They were also regarded as a primitive and live in hills and forests and were dependent on their surrounding natural resources for their survival. They did not have much to do with the economic world and did not have a currencies of their own. A tribe is a distinct people dependent on their land for their livelihood who are largely self-sufficient and did not integrated into the national society. Okay, students. Areas of habitation. The tribal areas were remote, therefore they did not fully get the fruits of developments. Okay, they lived in remote areas, be it hills, forest or even desert. Okay, thus the areas of their habitations could be clubbed into areas of near northeast, the jungles of the central plateau, which included nearly the whole of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh as well as Odisha and Jharkhand. Religious practice. Yeah, the tribals had their own religious belief system and their religious practice were different from those of Hinduism, Christianity or Islam. Since they lived close to the nature, they worshipped for the forces of nature which they believed were strong and they had no control over them. Yes, language. The tribals had their own language which were different from the mainstream language of India. Some of them were as old as Sanskrit. Most of the tribal people lived in central India and they had a common language. Therefore, the majority of the tribes in India spoke Santhali. The occupation of the tribals could be grouped into four categories as follows. First one is hunter gathering. As the name suggested, these tribes hunted animals for food and collected or gathered fruits and other forest produce for their sustenance. Okay, they moved and hunted in groups and shared the meat. Is shifting cultivators, means zoom cultivators. The tribes who had the knowledge of some cultivator started small scale farming or small patches of land. They cleared small areas of forest by burning down the vegetations. The ash was then used as fertilizers and till back into the soil before cultivations. Okay, once the land lost its fertility, the tribals moved on to another suitable areas and repeated the same process. We can say that an indigenous cultivation method in agriculture, farmers slash and burn a patch of land and start growing food crops. When soil fertility declines, they shift to another place, burn jungle again. Okay. Animal herding. What is animal herding? There were tribes who thrived on animal produce. They maintain large number of animals like cattle, sheep, goats, etc. and use the milk, meat and skins for fat, butter and obtain other necessities. Okay, the tribes of Gujars of Punjab Hills, Labadis of Andhra Pradesh. Okay, known to follow this pattern of animal herding. Yes, third one is settled cultivations. These tribes settled down on a particular piece of land. They devised land ownership on an account of a inheritance from original forest dwelling families. Okay, gradually the disparities grew among them and some become larger land owners who then started to dominate the others. Okay, the concept of the mightier tribal chiefs and headmen originated and they started their form of dictatorial practices. So students, occupations are four types: zoom cultivation, hunting and gathering, herding animals and settle cultivations. The colonialism and tribal societies. The tribal chief enjoyed privilege and authority over the cluster of village around their abode and they made their own rules, had their own system of collecting revenue from the villagers, leased out land of cultivations, managed a small force to run with the administrative and law and order machinery which was slowly governed by their wisps and fancies. Their impact. Okay, so the British extend their over all forest and declared that forests were state property. Some forests were classified as reserve forest which was used to produce timber which the British wanted. The colonial officials allowed some land and for zoom cultivation that they would provide labor for the forest department for looking after forest. In the 19th century, the tribes had customary rights in the forest. Their rights to use the forest produce was recognized, but the forest policy in 1884 by the British curtailed the tribals' right to use the forest produce. Okay, so the British policies were determined to the tribals increases. The colonial and tribal societies, other causes of distress like eviction from their land, annulment of titles, infringement of traditional legal and social rights, enhancement of rent and abolition of all forms of land ownership. Okay. Rebellion or Santhal revolt. The Santhal are a tribal community who inhabited large part of modern-day Jharkhand, West Bengal, Bihar and Orissa. After the Battle of Plassey in 1757 CE, the control of many parts of this regions passed to the British. They began to set out new rules on filling forest, introductions of cash crops and revenue system, which agitated the Santhals. So the Santhals started to lose right to the ownership of their land and their freedom was curtailed. Okay, in 1855, led by family of four brothers Sidhu, Kanu, Chand and Bhairab of the Murmu clan. Okay, the Santhal decided to take on the British forces against their oppressive law and rules. Their two sisters also joined the rebellion. The rebels fought pitched battle with their primitive weapons like bows and arrows as well as spears. Okay, but they could not hold against the modern weapon of the British, who were equipped with rifles and guns. Nearby 20,000 Santhals lost their lives fighting the British. The Lothal Zamidars also supported the British and thus the determined and gritty revolts of the Santhal was crushed. But this revolt, which was active for nearly 2 years, made the British rules rethink their policies in this region.